Michael Bisping said my chin was too high, so I took his advice and won at UFC 304 Manchester. Sam Patterson has revealed he used advice from British MMA legend Michael Bisping as fuel to win his recent Manchester bout. Patterson, 28, was knocked out on his debut at UFC 286 on the undercard of Leon Edwards vs Kamaru Usman 3 in London, but has since bounced back to win 2 successive fights in the octagon. The Watford man spoke exclusively to Talksport.com after his recent win at UFC 304, saying he took inspiration from Bisping and other commentators ahead of his fight. He said, "It's crazy because I'm a fan at the end of the day. I have been for years. It's even the fact of seeing them around in the hotel. You have to check yourself every now and then. You kind of remember who you are and what you're doing. It's good and just being honest. If they see something I also see. I don't take it personally. I don't take it to heart. If anything, I take it and I work on it." Patterson fights in the welterweight division and submitted Ireland's Kiefer Crosby inside 3 minutes of the first round in Manchester to make it back-to-back wins in the UFC. He also won in similar style when he featured on the undercard of Dricus du Plessis vs Sean Strickland, in which the former won via unanimous decision to claim the middleweight title in Toronto, Canada. Du Plessis takes on bitter rival Israel Adesanya in Australia this weekend for the middleweight belt as the main event for UFC 305. "I heard them saying my chin was in the air with the jab in Toronto. Well, they're former champions. They know what they're looking at. So I went away and I worked on it," Patterson added. "You can take it personally and have an ego about fighting, but I don't. When I train with anyone, and I take anything from everyone to improve. If I can learn something from someone, I'm only going to put it all in a basket and make myself better. I just take it as positive criticism if I was doing it all correctly. I'm a world champion. Even world champions make mistakes. So as long as I'm learning, that's all that matters to me." Ahead of the Manchester card, UFC President Dana White was convinced by Paddy Pimblett's opponent King Green to double the promotion's typical $5,000 fight bonuses. Patterson revealed he would have had someone else scraping his walls if he had bagged the $100,000 following an Instagram post that showed a different side to the UFC fighter's life doing house maintenance in a new flat he purchased with his girlfriend. UFC 305 is being held at the RAC Arena in Perth, Australia. The main card will start around 3 a.m. on Sunday morning for UK fans. Patterson, who fought on the same card as Du Plessis' last victory, said the South African doesn't have the most technical style, but still has the potential to bulldoze straight through Adesanya on Sunday morning.